Over to Ghana now. The newly elected President John Dramani Mahama is pretty confident that the country has what it takes to reach middle-income status sooner rather than later, including proper management of its oil wealth. He spoke to CCTV's Beatrice Marshall.
Moment though, who is your largest trading partner, or who is your largest development partner?
Our largest trading partner is the EU, because cocoa is still our leading export, and the EU buys the bulk of our cocoa. And so for exports, it's cocoa, but for imports, it's China. We import the largest chunk of our goods and services from China. Chinese trade has been growing phenomenally, over the last year, the last few years, and in that sense, China is our biggest importing source country. But when it comes to development, we have a mix of both. We have our traditional development partners that are the EU, the United States, and others. But then China has come in quite a major way. We're getting a lot of loans and other credit from China. The recent being the China Development Bank loan, which is the biggest yet China has given to any African country, $3 billion. And it is for very critical infrastructure investments. It includes the railway project that I talked about. It includes the gas processing project. Ghana has recently discovered oil and gas. And so we're putting in a gas processing plant to process the gas so that we can use it to generate electric power. And so that is almost a $1 billion project, which is currently ongoing. And then several other infrastructure projects that we're invested in from the China Development Bank loan.
All right, you're talking about Ghana now becoming an oil producer, and several African countries that have been oil-producing countries in the past have undergone what people tend to call the oil curse. What are you going to do to ensure that Ghana's oil does not become an oil curse?
Well, I don't see any reason why Ghana should have a curse from the discovery of oil and gas, mainly for the reason that we have too many lessons to learn from, and so there's no reason why we should fall into the pit that others fell into. I can't blame some other African countries for the problems they've had, and for which is being termed a curse, because nobody had discovered oil before them on the continent and shown how it should be used. And so for countries like Nigeria discovered oil in the 60s, and it came plenty of oil gushed out of the ground, and they got a good price for it, and they were making a lot of money, and they had nobody to learn from. But let me say that Nigeria